Hi and welcome to this week's Something of the Weekend. I'm Tony, Sales Manager here at Martin Lynch & Sons, and this week I've got Guy from TopBytes with me. How are you, Guy?
I'm good, thank you. Good to see you.
Good. And for those that don't know Guy, I've never seen Guy before. You probably haven't seen him on the camera actually.
No. Hi.
But Guy is the inventor of the Morse Trainer that we've been selling for quite a while now.
Yep.
And it's a great product.
Thank you very much.
We've all been enjoying it in the store. David's been having a play. I've got a good feeling that some of us, may start using Morse a little bit more now. So that's a good thing.
It's a really good thing.
However, this week we have a new product.
We do.
We do. We had a little chat, didn't we, a little while ago?
Yeah.
I kind of said to you, I kind of fancy having something on my desk so I can see DX spots, because obviously I'm busy during the day. However, we've got lots of radios here. I like to work DX, and I miss DX a lot. So I said, can you come up with a product for me?
That's right, yeah.
Why can't we do that?
And that's what we've done.
That's what we've done.
That's what we've done.
So in front of us here, we have the new product from TopBytes, which is the DXSpotter.
Yep.
And we're going to go into a little bit more detail in a moment as to exactly what the DXSpotter does and how it can assist you in finding that DX. However, before we do that, don't forget, if you want to see this in person, our open day is on the 29th of November. And Guy's going to be here.
I will indeed, yes.
And you're going to have the Morse Trainer here as well.
Yes.
And any of those awkward to ask questions, you're going to be answering.
I will do in between eating burgers and...
Exactly. We always mention the food. We do that every time. We always mention the food.
I'm only here for the food.
Exactly. Right, let's get started and take a look at this new wonderful product from TopBytes. Okay, so we've flipped the DXSpotter around now.
Yep.
Just going to go through some of the things I can see as a newbie to it.
Oh, absolutely.
First things first, basically, it's very small. So if I put my
pocket size
finger there for reference, basically, you'll see it's very small.
I tried to keep it as small as I possibly could. So we really are down to the limits of miniaturization.
We could fit into that. And it's, I was going to say, it's still very, very clear here on the screen. So obviously we've got Wi-Fi, I take it here.
Yep, that's the signal strength. So it'll change to a fat one or a thin one if its signals changes.
Yep. What bands we're monitoring?
Yes, so this is a little title. By default, it will show you the band you're on, but you can actually customize that to say anything you like.
Local time?
Correct, yes.
Callsign?
Yes.
Which has been spotted.
That's the spotted callsign, yep.
And then we've got the frequency.
That's right.
Spotted.
That's right.
And then here, I take it we've got these notes from the...
Yeah, these are the comments that are made. So when you spot something, you get a small field you can put in a comment about that spot, so great contact or whatever. Ideally, people put in the mode that was used so that you don't end up running onto the frequency and finding something different.
I was going to say, good thing with the cluster is obviously we've got the frequency there, so we've got a rough idea. Well, absolutely. We say that, but you never know with today's operators, so you never know. So yeah, I mean, that's really clear. I mean, this is pretty good. So this is 2 meters, got a French beacon on the French station saying, and that was IO. It's got a locator as well. Looks like we've got a bit of activity
Oscar.
actually, doesn't it, on the beacons? So that's quite good. I mean, this is great. Do I just
plug it in and go?
Plug it in and go, so I don't have to do any programming.
No programming at all.
No programming at all.
No, we keep it simple.
How do I get the Wi-Fi to work?
Well, so there are no buttons or switches. There's no on-off switch. It's just plug the USB in, plug it into power, and away you go. What I've done in order to make it easier to use is when it first switches on, it'll look for a stored Wi-Fi.
Okay.
If it can't find the stored Wi-Fi, then it will broadcast its own access point. And then you can use your computer to connect to that access point, and then you'll be presented with its configuration page.
Okay, so you've done an actual sort of web interface for it. So
I created a nice little web interface, and here we can see we've got the ability to scan for available access points, Wi-Fi to join. There we go, and it'll list out all the Wi-Fis. We're already joined to one, so we will leave that alone. Down here we've got the cluster.
Okay, brilliant.
So as you can see, we're defaulted to HamServe as our cluster.
I've heard of HamServe.
Very good DX service. I had talked to them, partnered with them, so
okay, brilliant.
Great way to
so
use that.
That's not going to disappear. We're always going to get those spots.
We'll always get those ones.
Okay,
you can obviously change it to any other cluster you wish to use, and we also support changing the TCP port as well. This is left for future expansion. At the moment, we only support Telnet as a connection, but we may expand that to other protocols later on. You have to put the call sign in. So put your own call sign in there. That registers you with the cluster, so we can identify you. Down here we can have band filters. So at the moment we're doing all bands, so we're watching everything coming through. But for some people that's a bit busy. Maybe you only want to work on 20 meters.
Yeah, I was going to say, often we like, especially like stuff like 6 meters and 2 meters, it's great to just keep an eye on that one band. So,
exactly. So we can put in a filter. Okay. Now these filters may look complicated to start with.
Yeah, I was starting to panic. I was getting a little bit of a sweat on there.
Don't worry. They're fairly well documented. In my own documentation for the DXSpotter, we've documented a few filters that you might want to use. But you can look at online documentation as well about those as well. Now, here we've just set for 20 meters. So if I just save that, we can see immediately the screen is updated for 20 meters. And now we're spotting just 20 meter band spots.
That's great.
So straight away we can see we've got the new spots available. Further down, we've got how long we want to hold a spot on the screen for. So how fast it scrolls, and then how many we want to remember.
Okay.
So
I was going to say, it says on there, but we can do up to 15.
Up to 15,
pretty good.
Which is a good number, I think.
Definitely.
I mean, I can't remember many more than 5. So, so I think 15 gives a good number to get some history going back and forth. And it defaults to 5, so we can do that as well. You can also name your spotter. Okay. So with DHCP and MD&S, that means that once you've named it, when it joins that Wi-Fi network, you'll be able to actually connect to it as DXSpotter.local. Okay. So you can actually go find it.
Yeah, which we've seen kind of that with stuff like the hotspots and stuff like that.
Exactly. So, exactly. So that, and then of course, if you've got multiple, you can call it spotter 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So it does make it available. You can just change about the filters. We can do, let's say we want to search for all G call signs. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to look across all of the bands and see if we can find any G people to spot. Okay. There we go.
Should be good. Oh, there we go. Straight away, We've got one of the beacons showing up there on 23 cents.
So it's just filtering for those.
Brilliant.
And then we can obviously change the title here. So we can just do spot G. And now at the top of the screen,
so we know that
what we're spotting.
That's what we're looking at.
So by default, it'll actually look to see what your filter is. And if it matches what it knows, like 20 meters, 40 meters and so forth, it'll put that up there for you. Okay, otherwise, you can put your own titling in there. So if you do want to say something special, if you have a few of these, you can have them listed as your bands. You can have them all listed out as your bands.
That makes sense. Right. That's brilliant. That is really, really simple. I'll be honest with you. No, it's very good. With regards to if you do any updates, because I know with the Morse Trainer you've done a lot of updates with that product. Same with this, is it going to be kind of over the air?
They're all over the air updates. When you go to the web page at the top, you'll see the current version, that's the version you're running, and the available version, which is the available for download version. Brilliant. If there's an update, you'll have a little badge up here saying update, scroll to the bottom, and then you've got over the air update. Just click that button and it will pop up a window and allow you to perform your update. So there we go. And if we just click, and now you can actually see the screen, it's just doing an update. And that's what it'll scroll through as it does its updates.
What I will say as well, if you're looking at the screen on the DXSpotter, there's a little bit of strobing, but that is because of our lights and cameras here. So
no, it's rock solid, and it's a nice crisp screen. It's an OLED screen. So there's no backlights on it at all. It's all natural lighting, so it looks really bright and smart.
It does really remind me of one of those small.
It does.
Train timetables.
That was the plan.
It really does. It really does have that look to it. Anything else I need to know about this, apart from obviously we're powered by a power bank at the moment? Micro USB, you said?
Micro USB socket on the back takes almost no power, so will run for hours and hours and hours on a little battery pack. No problems at all. It will remember all your configurations between reboots. So if you set a filter, we can also delete the filter as well. So if I delete that filter now, and now it will go back to all bands searching for everything. And that's just so we can actually go back and there we go. Now we start.
That's perfect, isn't it?
Back again.
That's brilliant.
So again, it's all very simple to hopefully use. Full documentation is on the website.
I was going to say that's one thing I've noticed with your products is the manuals are spot on.
Yep.
Absolutely spot on. So we don't get a lot of support calls when it comes to the products, which is great because it means that you've given the information that's probably going to be needed.
I try and be fairly verbose
yeah.
in the documentation, so it is in there. You can search the documentation. For those that like the paper version, we always provide a PDF copy of the documentation as well, and it is a straight copy of what's on the website. So if you like to print out and kill a few rainforests, then you can do that. Otherwise, it is all online, and this documentation is always up to date with whatever's going down. And the key thing here is the firmware version is also listed on the documentation.
Straight away. Okay, brilliant.
If the world falls apart and the over-the-air update fails, same with the Morse Trainer, we have a emergency recovery, which will allow you to reinstall the software directly from a computer. So if you scroll to the bottom here, we have emergency recovery mode, and this will take you through how to recover the system.
Get it back on
you just plug the Morse Trainer into a computer through the browser, and it will reset the software to it.
Okay, brilliant. Perfect. Yeah, same. Okay, that's great. Well, I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to getting mine. I'm looking forward to getting mine. So probably going to have to pay for it though. That's the downside.
Buy three.
Yeah, exactly. Buy three. Yeah. I'm just buying one for each band basically.
Absolutely. Yeah. All the key bands you play with.
So yeah, brilliant. Great to have Guy on board as well when it comes to sort of these sort of products, because like I said, it was just an idea that we had on the off chance. It was a little chat, and within a couple of weeks, we've now got a product ready to go and ready for you to pop on your desk in your shack and keep an eye on those spots as they come through.
That's it.
And again, talking of your products, the Morse Trainer, I believe there's been quite a few updates on that.
There has. So we pushed a very large update to version 2 now of the software. So if you haven't already downloaded it, and lots of people have, then please go and fetch that. Version 2 introduces a new feature called Eliza.
Okay.
Eliza is a chatbot. Now, it's not a true AI, but it's back to...
Okay, well, stop there. Why don't we take a look at it?
Let's take a look
at it. Okay, so we've now set up the Morse Trainer.
Yep.
So let's see what these updates do, because I'm still a bit intrigued now with that kind of AI-ish kind of
so back in the 1970s, a computer programmer came up with Eliza to try and beat the Turing test.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very, very small bit of code. Yep. And all it does is takes what you say and turns it around and gives it back to you. So you can have a chat with somebody without actually using proper AI. And what I've done is I've taken the similar principles and put it into the Morse Trainer. And all it does is takes what you say and turn it back round to you as a question. So you say, I'm feeling bad. It goes, oh, why are you feeling bad? And then you can have this whole conversation with people. What I've done is I've adapted that to deal with Morse code, so CW. And what we're doing here is taking the standard CQ conversation, or QSO, and then using this Eliza code to respond.
To interact with us.
Correct, yes. So it's fully interactive. So we put out the CQ. So if you put your DE and then your call sign, or just your call sign, whichever you prefer. So now we've got a little delay to allow you time to get through that. You can change that delay to whatever you want. There we go. Now Eliza's now responding. And so we can say, here we go.
Okay, so we've got a good morning.
Old man.
There we go.
It's personal, isn't it?
Personal, yeah.
It recognised your
very
call sign.
With that. So here we go. Yes, so thanks for call. So I'm going to go back just with the standard. I can go back with a standard UR.
Yep, 0599. You can also ask it about its rig, radio. You can say antenna, and it will. So you can describe your antenna. It will describe its antenna. You can talk about the weather, and it'll likewise respond with what the weather is for them. And you can see it's doing a location, so you can say where you are as well. All of the standard things you would have in a QSO.
Yeah, but I mean, it's great for learning because that's obviously reading off quite a few characters.
Yes.
In the log time, and it does make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Because so you can be properly listening to that.
I was going to say, there's a lot of Morse trainers from previous eras that are random character selections, and you just
which
good.
Has its field. But this actually gives you.
That's great.
You can start listening for these things.
Okay. See if we can make any sense of that, shall we?
There we go.
There we go. Ah, so it's got it.
That,
which
so
is good.
So that. So if you just type WX, we won't bother telling it what our weather is like, but she'll now make up her weather.
Oh, as if to say it's okay. Okay.
And similarly, you can do it there.
So there we go.
Sunny.
So it's picking up kind of the start of what the string might be, and then developing something from there.
Correct,
which is good.
But you can go completely off-piste and just talk about anything, and it will respond with whatever you've messaged it. So if you now say maybe rig, let's see what radio is using, and you can say rig or radio. Same for antenna. You can do ant or antenna, and it'll figure those out. So it's trying to use a lot of the CW short forms as well to figure those things out. Oh, I was using an aircraft.
Oh, there we go. Brilliant.
And then when you're done, you can say 73.
Okay. Do I need to wait for them to finish?
You do need to wait. You can't
just
break
bail out. I can't just bail out. My normal one is QSB and then just disappear.
That's it.
That's my normal one. It gets a bit panicky.
That's it. Panic out.
Okay, so that's done there. So 73 on that, yeah?
Yeah, 73.
Now, is it going to send me 88s?
Oh, well, there you go. Thanks for the call.
Oh, that's very clever.
So,
very clever.
Hopefully that allows you to have that conversation, get some practice up before going live on the radio, and scaring yourself.
And the actual thing I like, which I noticed, was that the audio's coming through, obviously, before the words and the letters, etc., are coming on the characters. So it's good training.
Yes.
Because you're not waiting for it to do it. It's coming. You have to be ready.
Exactly. But the scrolling text is there just to give you a backup.
An indication.
So if you want to, if you're still not quite sure, you've got a little bit of
you can
cover up.
Down.
But when you get good, we can just touch the screen and hide those letters. So you don't have to sit.
You want it back. I think we'll leave that on for me.
I know, I'm not quite ready for that yet, but it's there as an option.
That's brilliant.
Okay. So what we've also done on the Morse Trainer is we've added a web interface.
Okay, brilliant.
So one of the things that people kept saying is it's really tricky to get the configurations right on the little screen. The touch screen's a bit finicky sometimes. So I've moved all of those settings into a web page.
Okay, perfect.
And so on here, we've got the home screen, which just simply says what our default settings are. So 12 words per minute at the moment. We're using a paddle and sound is on. Again, we can now, which was another thing that I got a bit of feedback on, was setting the Wi-Fi password on these little Morse trainers is a right pain. And the keyboard on the Morse trainer itself doesn't have all the characters, which made it entertaining for typing in passwords. Here, we've actually incorporated a Wi-Fi scanner. So it'll find the local networks. We can select the Wi-Fi network, and then we can enter in the password.
Straight down. Okay,
Makes it so much easier. And if it can't find a Wi-Fi, it'll broadcast an access point. So we can easily join that on your mobile phone or a laptop or whatever.
And can we use the web browser for sort of over-the-air updates for when it comes to, do you know, before, when you first announced it, you mentioned about putting maybe text in there and stuff like that.
Yes, yes. That's all there. So if we go to System, you'll see we have check for firmware updates and so forth. So that's all there as well. Under Morse, we can specify our words per minute. We now have Farnsworth spacing as well.
Yeah, I had a customer ask me about that and say,
to our little bit of extra space. And just for you, Tony, we did slow down Eliza's response.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So Eliza will wait 8 seconds before morsing back a response. So if you are a bit hesitant on getting your letters and keying out, rather than Eliza coming back with, I didn't understand that, or misinformation, you've got a little bit of time to.
But there's nothing worse than losing track of the QSO, especially when you're learning. And
exactly.
So that's great.
So we've got a nice long capability, all the way up to a minute it'll wait for a response, which should be more than enough, I think. And then if you're really good, we can go down to a second.
Perfect.
Auto spaces. So I turn that off for you, Tony. So it doesn't matter how long you take between characters. It's just going to run them all together as one string. If you are into trying to get your timings absolutely right for spacing, then we can turn on the spaces, and then again the Morse Trainer will add those spaces in where there's a gap in your timings. Paddle-handedness, so we're right-handed, so we're on the right-hand side. We can obviously switch that over to left-handed. A lot of paddles also have a switch on the back, so if it's not right switch it on one of the other, and you're away.
Perfect.
Extra characters in game, another feature that people asked for. I added the extra characters, so commas, colons, backslashes, minuses, and all the other wacky characters.
All the bits none of us bother learning.
Nobody never knew about.
We all get really confident that we've learned the alphabet.
I had 2 or 3 customers ask me for it. Can you add these extra characters? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, perfect.
Unfortunately, I had a lot more people saying, can you take them out? So I've now got a switch on here to enable and disable for the games. So obviously it'll always interpret them correctly. Yeah. But the games, the random letters were coming out with these characters and people were really struggling with some of the longer, complex ones. Yeah. So we've now got a switch to turn those off.
Perfect.
And then
can I put a bit of input in there?
Go on then.
Can you do it so you can just have those characters? Just for like a like a boot camp training when it comes to it.
Yeah.
I like to leave Guy with a little bit of extra work.
We have sound controls, so tone and octave, we've already got those. And then on the back, we have always had, on the side, we've got the paddle and the straight key options to select which one you prefer. And then we've just got one new feature to add, which is on the back. We have always had this socket on the back, which was designed for putting into a radio as a key device, as a pass-through. We now allow you to do this. Plug a speaker in, and on the configuration, we turn on audio outputs, and then if we save that, and if you'd like to, we now have an external speaker.
Perfect.
Speaker, headphones, anything like that.
Yeah. I was going to say that was we had a few customers saying that that's kind of a key point, is that they wanted to take it somewhere, pop in their headphones, and do a bit of portable work with it. So yeah, it makes sense.
Exactly. So we can turn off the internal buzzer. It is not turned off by plugging in the key. It's turned off in the configuration settings. Okay. But then you just turn the speaker off.
So if I want to run it through to the radio again, just switch it off and go through.
Off in there and you're done.
Perfect, perfect. Brilliant.
And there we have it.
So there you go. I kind of knew with this product when you first brought it into us that there's going to be some updates.
Yes.
And I'll be honest, the over-the-air updates were amazing to do that.
Yeah.
Especially as a retailer, because it just helps the customer to go direct to the source, get your updates done. And like you said, you've spoken to a few customers already.
Yep.
And yeah, it also
I get lots of feedback back, and I'm always looking to add new features and functionality into these things. The over-the-air updates allows me to do that. Trivially, there is always that emergency recovery, so if things go wrong, but the update system is actually very solid, so it won't typically fail unless you unplug it at the time. But normally it's good, and then as new features come out, we can put those in there as they come through. So hence Eliza and anything else. So if you've got other features, let me know.
Yeah, definitely give us the feedback for it, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going to leave it there and still need to prep for the open day, which is obviously going to be on Saturday 29th of November. And you're going to be
looking forward to it.
You should prep for it as well.
Oh yes.
Comfy shoes. Comfy shoes, that's all I can say. So thank you very much, Guy, for popping down.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
No, it's no problem at all. And I'm going to come up with a few more ideas, I think.
I'm sure you will.
We can have a little chat and maybe get a few ideas. And if you've got any ideas out there, don't forget you can send them in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Always interested in new ideas to add into the Morse Trainer or the DXSpotter or anything else.
Perfect. Right, well, take care and we'll see you very, very soon. Take care.
Thank you.